Hey YouTube. So this is going to be another video with another update with some more referral links that I will incorporate into my more details. So you can click below and find them. They should be pretty easy, front and center. But it's going to be two new projects, kind of that I think have a good shot of getting some decent returns, but I don't know anything, so this isn't financial advice. Do your own due diligence. This is for entertainment purposes only. So the two projects are going to be kind of related. They're Dimo, and the other one is kind of a Demo-like product, almost exactly, but it's called Soarchain, and their product is called the Modus. There's one that's the Modus Mini that I am going to experiment with. The delivery is probably like two to 4 to 6 weeks out. I don't know. We'll see. It's something that a lot of YouTubers are talking about because the DPIN space is just on fire. And I specifically like the DPIN space if it touches with Solana, because Solana has been on fire as well, and so I think that these projects, specifically like DPIN and Solana, are just like, I like it, I love it. So these other projects, a little bit further out, so like Demo is going to be on Polygon. And Modus, I believe, is going to be on their own Soarchain. So that's going to be their own layer one. So that's kind of an interesting alternative. I don't know if there is an advantage to that is going to play out over the long run. Um, you look at projects like Helium that was just maintaining their own layer one and said, that's enough, I give up. It is too much work for really no reason when there's Solana sitting right here, and it is going to fulfill pretty much all of our needs perfectly and then some. At the time, it was a very controversial move. I think mainly because Solana didn't have the greatest uptime. It was very close to several serious outages. But every day that goes by right now, Solana is putting in like their own personal PR for, hey, this is our longest time with uptime and no downtime. And that actually is a significant step, especially because they have had several serious stress tests to their network. So it's a good sign. It's a very bad sign if they don't stay up, but it is a very good sign that they do. Took it back to Solana already. But yeah, so when Modus is on their own layer one, I suppose it affords them a little bit more control, but it will be interesting to see how that develops over time. Maybe they capitulate and just come over to Solana as well. Yeah, I'm interested. So that's kind of like a YOLO. Why the heck not? Because their devices only starts around $80 for the mini. They have a bigger device, which I think is kind of laughable. It's way more expensive than the comparable Demo one. I think the full size Demo device is $350, something like that. Theirs is closer to $500-600. Like, you pay $300 up front and then an additional four or something. I don't have the figures exactly, but it is like absurdly more expensive and ridiculously big. So like, I'm not sure. I suppose you have to get extension cables from the port to run it to like set it up in the back of your car or something, because this box with its four giant antennas coming out of it, there's no way you're going to stuff it up under the steering column or anything like that with you can with the Demo. So like that, like those two things, like the expense and the ridiculous nature of the device, I'm honestly not entirely optimistic about. Like, but because it's so cheap and affordable to get involved very early on the project, why not? because to be honest with you, I missed Demo. I saw Demo when they like first launched, and I was just like, I was sketched out about a couple of factors about it, and so I decided just not to participate and bully on me because I missed out on a huge airdrop and plenty of rewards. So when I have eventually finally gotten into the project, I guess still I feel late, but still earlier than others because the devices have sold out. So if you order one today, you're going to be waiting for a while still. Um, you know, if you do decide to order them, again, I'm putting my Demo referral link down below. I think maybe you get like 10% off, something like that. I don't know. Again, nobody really uses my links, so I don't really know off the top of my head what the advantage is. It's something like 10% off, I think. And I'll also put my referral link. I'm actually looking at it for the Modus. My discount code is Corgi. So Corgi. I think it might be the same for like Hivemapper. I try whenever I can edit the referral code. I usually make a Corgi for the Credible Crypto Corgi. Trying to get the Corgi back at some point to make an appearance. Yeah, so the price, especially with the referral link discount, $80 down to maybe 70 plus shipping and handling then and tax. Maybe back up to 80, 90. It just seems pretty reasonable to get involved, at least with the test. Who knows what can happen? So I'm gonna give it a go. Hopefully my device gets here soon. It is it is very early days to the point where if you actually do want a device, you should probably check their Discord. I think they have some links. There's also a website where you can check the make and model of your car to see if it actually is supported on the device because they're adding more makes and models. I guess regularly to try to incorporate all the vehicles they can. Obviously, the more the better for the project, but it is a process, I suppose, and not all makes and models are supported. So definitely check that because you don't want to be stuck with a device that you can't deploy, or maybe you're like kind of begging your friends to say, hey, like, let me stick this strange thing in your car. Maybe split the rewards. But yeah, mine is supported. I checked. So I will be testing that out, and maybe I'll report back here, see what happens. Honestly, I don't even know what wallet will hold the Soarchain. Is there? I suppose there'll be instructions that ship with it. Is there? I have not looked into. I've not looked into their layer 1 at all, to be honest with you. It's more just a play on the DPIN nature of the project and the fact that it is so similar to Demo, and Demo is successful, pretty successful to this point where they just did another investment round, and I didn't know, but I've recently heard on some other roundabouts that Bill Ackman's involved with funding of the Demo project, and he's obviously a billionaire investor, and I like him as much as you can, I guess, like a billionaire. He seems like he got a lot of flack for the Herbalife thing, but I think he was in the right on that, to be honest with you. And I don't actually talk about this much, but when you're fighting a short seller, you're in for a lot of the times. You're in for a lot of I don't know. You're in for a battle, and when you are this short seller, you can also be in for a battle. I don't know. I guess you're in for a battle all the time. But there's a lot of there's a lot about that. But anyways, rambling now. So yeah, check out the referral links with the discount codes. Order yourself a device or don't. Again, it's not advice. I don't know what's going to happen with any of this. I can throw money at this comfortably. Maybe you're not able to. So if it's money you don't want to lose, don't do it because $80 could be a couple of tanks of gas to some people, and maybe that's not something you can afford to play with. But I'm fortunate enough that $80 is not that much to play around with. I actually was thinking about ordering a couple of them, but I don't know enough people to. I haven't really successfully started fleet operations on things like this. I have some cameras that I'm trying to get into some friends' cars, and I'm still waiting on the delivery of the cameras, so I haven't had to broach that topic just yet. I think honestly, if I had to say the thing, I think I burnt a couple bridges with the Helium project because the earnings went so drastically terrible so quickly for so many people. That it was, people who don't know about crypto but are interested in income. They're probably going to entertain the possibility once, and then you come back at them with another project and say, "Hey, this is gonna track your car and tell me a lot of your car's info a lot," and it starts to get off-putting, I think, for people. So you really have to find a new crowd, outsource from your friends. Yeah, so I did not order a bunch of these, but who knows? Maybe I will also regret that. Maybe I would have said, "Dang, these things sold out, and I should have ordered a bunch and sold some on eBay or something." Who knows? Which kind of like what I did with the Saga phones. I ordered some of those, and then the pre-orders of the Saga 2, ordered a couple of those. So we'll see how that goes. I've been touching on that. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about that, and there's some varying opinions on good or bad or successful or not. Honestly, I think it's going to be a hell of a show. I think it's going to be another project that's going to be wildly successful. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I know it's going to be a long time, but I'm willing to wait. I'm a patient person, which is you kind of have to be in crypto because sometimes the markets move fast in crypto, but sometimes it takes a long time for people to realize when a project has a lot of value. Kind of like crypto.com. Speaking of which, that's another topic I like to touch on in my videos, and so I think maybe I'll just close with that. A lot of altcoins seeing some good days lately, and crypto.com is just sideways. I've seen a lot of really conservative estimates from people saying, like 2025 to 2030, you might see a 20-cent crow, which I think is laughable, to be honest with you. Again, I don't know anything, so we'll see where that happens. But I'm investing pretty heavily in them because I think, honestly, even if it does take that long, fine, take a long time. But I think the value that's going to be realized is going to be far beyond that. But I'll just happily accumulate. I kind of like, maybe I'm an addict. Again, I don't think the company is perfect, but I do just really believe in the bullish thesis of the project. And so like I'm glad I have the time and the opportunity to just kind of keep accumulating. And like every time I reach my goal on, okay, I have this much crow, I think, well, I have time. I might as well get more. And when number go up, that will be way bigger. So I'm actually like I'm a patient man. I am packing my bags, stuffing them, and when the bags are full, I get another bag. Honestly, that's what I'm doing with Crow. I'm getting another bag. My portfolio diversity has really become less diverse than I want it to be, because I am having a hard time finding a project that I think is as undervalued by the market right now as the Crow coin. It's yeah. I'm taking my time and I'm accumulating as much as I can, and we'll see if that pays off or not. Let me know. Leave likes, thoughts, comments, suggestions, dislikes. I don't think you can actually. Can you dislike still? Well, just verbally insult me if you don't like anything that you heard here. Let me know. Maybe I'll change it up.